Demonstration videos are an ideal way to show your product in action and at its best. It allows your potential customers to see themselves using your product. Today we're going to show you 5 simple tips to help you create your own product video that people will actually want to watch. Product demos don't have to be difficult. In fact, the simpler the better. Your number one goal should be to explain your product as simply and clearly as possible. These next 5 tips will help you stay on target and make sure your message is clearly understood. Use clear language. Don't use words your audience won't understand. Whether your product is complicated or simple, remember to use language that's easy to understand. Don't use technical terms or words that are specific to your industry. Remember, you are speaking to a potential customer, so make it easy for them to relate to what you're trying to tell them and why it's important. Close-ups rule. Bring your audience into the action. Remember, the devil is in the details, so the details need to be seen. Use as many close-ups as you can, especially for small features that really need to be seen to be better understood. Remember, if you have to look closely to see it, so will your audience. Make it as easy as you can for them to grasp the importance of the feature by using a close-up. Know your audience. Remember to talk about what is important to them. Be sure to keep your target audience in focus when you demonstrate your product. It's important to understand that you're not selling your product, you're selling what your product will do for your customer. So knowing who's going to use your product is crucial to the success of your demonstration. Time is not on your side. Get to the point in an easy-to-understand format. One of the biggest mistakes most product demos have in common is they're too long. I'm sure your product has 20 or even 50 features you could talk about, but no one will have that kind of attention span, and you'll lose your audience to the latest cat video on YouTube. Narrow your demo down to no more than 5 new or advanced features that your audience simply can't live without or that set you apart from the competition. Remember to leave your audience wanting more. Summarize. It's hard to remember features that were talked about so long ago. Most people only remember the last point you talked about. So at the end of your demo, make sure to quickly summarize all 5 features you just demonstrated. This will help your audience stay focused on what's important. A summary is a great way to refresh the audience's memory. Just don't spend more than 20 seconds on each point. So as you can see, product demonstrations can be very simple if you stay focused on these 5 tips. Keep the language simple. No room for tech talk here. Use close-ups to capture those all-important details. Remember not to sell your product, but what your product does. Short and sweet is the rule to keep your potential customers tuned in. And finally, summarize, kind of like what we're doing right here. So follow these 5 tips for making better product demos, and we'll see you next time on Trigger TV.